Alright, what's going on, people? It's GCP De Silva here, and it is time to answer all of your questions that you left me on my Q&A video. I thank you all who submitted them. By the way, before I get started into answering your questions, I want to give you a briefing into what you're going to be watching. This is some Halo 4 gameplay that I think is fantastic, actually, in my opinion, because I went 30-1. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed that in the background. Let's get on into it. The first question comes from MonsterCrab911, and he asks, if I added you on my PlayStation 3, would you play with me Black Ops 2? The answer to that is, if I had a PlayStation 3, I definitely would, but unfortunately, I'm not one of those guys who can afford both consoles and play with all their subscribers, so I'm stuck with the 360, and you know what? If you do have a 360 or are planning to get one, or the Xbox One, then I will definitely be playing with you. Unfortunately, you know, I want to, or I would like to play with all my subscribers because I do enjoy every single one of you guys' support on my channel, and the least I could do is play with you guys. But you know, as far as what console I'm limited to, I only have the 360 for now, so unfortunately I cannot play with you if you only have the PlayStation 3. Sorry, buddy. Alright, so the next question is comes from James Turnbow 15, and he asks, will you and Aeroshot ever do a dual comp? We've actually done a couple of dual comps before. Most of them are on his channel, but I did do one on mine, which I will link in the description below a while ago. And by the way, for those of you who don't know who Aeroshot is, he's my brother and a commentator himself, and I'm gonna put him in the description. Like I said, he's a fantastic commentator, obviously because he's limited, or he's related to me. So I mean, obviously you have to be good if you're related to me. I mean, no, I'm just kidding. I'm not some snob-nosed douchebag commentator guy. I'm not super great, but yeah, I will link that video in the description if you'd like to check that out. Alright, so the next question comes from Reckless Potatoes, and he asks, what kind of music do you listen to? This is gonna sound generic or bland or vanilla or whatever you want to call it, but there isn't a specific one I listen to, but something that has a good catchy beat to it and rhythm, something of that nature. I listen to all types of music. A couple of rock artists that I like are Linkin Park, Breaking Benjamin, just to name a few. I know there's a lot, and I don't even listen to full albums of these guys all the time, just few tracks from each one that I really enjoy. And also Red's another great one that I enjoy listening to. Some instrumentals that I listen to are from Ronald Jenkins and X-Ray Dog. X-Ray Dog has movie, you know, epic music from movies and movie trailers, some of those, and also Ronald Jenkins has instrumentals. That guy's fantastic. He makes music from his piano and synthesizer only, which is amazing. And if you search Guitar Sound, which is my favorite track from him, you're gonna see why I enjoy it so much and what kind of dedication and effort he puts in to his videos. So in general, just all types of music that has a great beat to it and is catchy and has good rhythm. Alright, so the next question is from LockDanny2000, and he asks, how come you've not finished Bioshock yet? Good question. And the honest answer is that it doesn't get many views on my Let's Play for that series, and it kind of has not made me, or hasn't motivated me to post any gameplay of that up. I mean, I'm still going to continue to do that, but not at the pace that I used to. I'm going to take my time with that because obviously I know it might not be the best answer, but if your videos don't get enough views, you know, it seems like nobody really likes enjoying them, or the majority of the people don't enjoy viewing them, so it kind of has motivated me, or not motivated me, to post as much with that. But I will definitely continue it. I love the Bioshock game, and for those of you who do watch it and enjoy my Let's Plays, I thank you guys very, very much for that. Alright, so the next question comes from Javier Telez, and he asks, would you do an open lobby with subs? The answer to that is yes. I love playing with my subscribers. Actually, if you don't follow me on Twitter, I highly suggest you should, because I post whenever I'm going to be playing, especially an open lobby when I'm going to be on for a given amount of time, because that gives you an opportunity to come online and send me an invite and play with me and that sort of thing. So that's the best way. Also, if you just see me online, if you're already my friend on Xbox Live, you're going to see what I'm playing, and you could send me an invite or send me a message, which would be even better. Alright, so the next question comes from I am Iggy Fan 1, and he asks, can you check out my channel and leave some feedback? Oh man, definitely, sure. for sure, man. I mean, I honestly love looking at other people's channels, their personalities, and you know, I don't think I'm in any position to give feedback because I'm not a great or successful channel, like a huge channel. But if anybody who is asking me for advice, I would love to do that and try to give you some pointers or something that I could help you improve. So yeah, I'll definitely be looking at your channel. The next question comes from the Schwantz27, and he asks, if you could bring any video game character to life to have sex with, who would it be? Haha, interesting question, Schwantz. There are so many great looking video game character females that you know, it's kind of hard to choose, but if I had to pick out just one, I would definitely pick out not your traditional but Samus Aran. She's quite a character. I mean, besides the physical attributes, yes, she does have a good body and all of that, but the fact that she's a powerhouse of a woman without having like a powerhouse like type of body, like she could really take care of herself. She has this crazy wrist-mounted rocket launcher and crazy energy ball type of, I don't know what the heck that is, but you know, she's a cool character. She has a great playable character in Super Smash Brothers, which is where I know most things about her. I have played some of the Metroid Primes, so she's a really cool character, and yes, I would definitely be engaging in those actions or interactions with her if I had the chance. Alright, so the next question, moving on, is from Fisher Tanner, and he asks, what is your funniest or most horrifying experience, or both? Well, let's see. I'm going to answer both, and I'll start with the most horrifying. I was one time going out with my friends, walking around in the neighborhood late at night, and I leaned against a wall one time, and I was surprised, or to my horror found that not even an inch away there was a Black Widow right there. And I have never, let's just say, screamed so loud like a little sissy or little girl in my life, and ran like in the opposite direction in a heartbeat, like so quickly. You have never seen me run and scream that loud and fast in I have no idea how long, but this was such a long time ago, but I will always remember that. Yeah, so that was crazy. So the most horrifying experience I've had was definitely that. Funniest has to be in high school when I was in my foods class. Me and my friend, we would, when everybody was concentrating or being quiet, we would make these like low, subtle, like moaning noises, like somebody was being pleasured. It was just so stupid, but oh my god, I would bust out laughing. It got so bad to a point where I just glanced at my friend and we would bust out laughing, or he would glance at me, we would both bust up laughing, and it was just like that for the whole rest of the period. It got so bad to the point where one day we did the same exact thing, and the teacher kicked us out, and she said, come back when you guys think you're ready to come back. And it was just so bad. It took us literally like 30 minutes to calm down, where we were able to just look at each other normally without busting out laughing. Alright, so the next question comes from RutDog22, and he asks, if you could be any animal, what would you be? Assuming you still had your human brain and cognition. Also, if you could do any crazy thing without fear or death or harm, what would it be? As for animal, I would definitely be a hawk or a falcon. I think these are really cool looking birds, and the fact that they could go at great distances and great heights really adds to my amazement of, you know, adventure and traveling the world. So I think being a hawk or a falcon, you know, looking cool and being able to go anywhere in the world would be something that I would definitely be looking for as a trait in an animal. And as for your second question, this kind of ties in, since I would love to go around the world. I do that in a jetpack in my human form. I'd love to have unlimited fuel and just go anywhere I wanted, to breathe in that fresh air and listen to these sights and sounds of different locations and having different environments, being able to go and look cool at the same time with my jetpack, you know, just kind of floating around instead of like a jet or in a plane. So yeah, thanks for the question. Alright, next question comes from Serial Assassin, and he asks, who's the most influential person in your life that's not related to you? Interesting question. I'd have to go with Tony Horton from P90X. He's the creator of that DVD workout program, and he actually has a lot of great tips in there, especially at the age that he's at, and what has gotten him into the best shape of his life. He has a lot of great real life lessons as well that you could learn from him, and he has really shaped my life in terms of what to eat, how to work out and fitness, and just basically take care of my body. So I'd say that he would definitely be an influential person that's not related to me. Alright, so the next question comes from iGoose, and he asks, what other hobbies do you have outside of gaming and YouTube? Well, outside of gaming and YouTube, I would have to say watching Netflix, TV shows, movies, that sort of thing, and also basketball. I love playing basketball. I get together with my friends about every weekend, and we have a great time, you know, shooting around, playing some pickup games. I think that's the most fun I have in terms of physical sports. Also, during high school, I played a lot of basketball. I never got to play on the team, but I used to play every lunch or recess, whatever you want to call it, during break, and yeah, that was really fun. So yeah, those are some fun activities or hobbies that I do outside of gaming and YouTube. And the last question comes from Absolute Pob, and he asks, have you ever drained too much blood from a patient? And the answer to that is, I don't think so. I really don't. I don't think I've ever drained so much blood from a patient. But a funny story is, I was drawing one, and on my second tube of blood, and by the way, that's not a lot in my line of work, the patient said he was feeling lightheaded, and I told him he's going to be totally fine, just take deep breaths and whatnot. But he ended up actually rolling his eyes over for a bit, slouched over, and actually passed out. The dude actually fainted, and I was like, oh my goodness, is this guy for real? Like, at first it didn't sink in. I didn't think he was serious, but then, you know, after a couple of seconds he stayed the same way, and then like after maybe perhaps a couple more seconds passed by, and he woke up and asked what happened. And I told him I guess he fainted or passed out, and we just gave him some juice, orange juice, and he was back to normal. He was okay. So that was a funny experience, but I don't think that I really drained him of a lot of blood at all. But anyways, that was the video, the Q&A session. I had a fun time. Thank you guys all for your questions. This is GCP Da Silva, and I am signing off.